This is absolutely Essendon. It's the round 17 game match preview. The Dons versus the Crows. It's on Sunday afternoon, around 3:20 p.m. Back to the graveyard shift.
Yep.
Do you remember the days when the Dons used to get a lot of Friday night games? Like a lot of them. Like it was almost every second week. It was a delight back then. It was an absolute... I miss those days.
The answer is no, I don't remember them.
Because they were that long ago?
That and dementia.
Right. Oh, but I just miss it. It was just good times. Always at the G.
We play the supporting role these days.
When do we get that back? How long?
Well, look, we're at the Marvel, our spiritual home ground, is it? Really? Well, it's our home ground.
It is.
We are back. We're better. We're full of life and energy after our earlier week discussion on the game against Port Adelaide.
I don't know, but we're a bit more battery charged.
For those that watched and sat through that epic, thank you so much.
It was Ben-Hur-esque.
I don't think many of them would have come back. But look, we were pretty down.
A lot of people
dumps.
went unsubscribe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know why you do that. You just don't have to watch. You don't have to physically hurt us.
People like to make a point.
But anyway, look, we were a little bit flat, as to be expected. We're not today. I think we are full of beans and really looking forward to what is going to be a bite back by the Bombers. That's pretty good, isn't it? Was that alliteration?
Yeah, bite back.
By the Bombers.
Okay.
And I expect...
Isn't it a strike back? Because, they're bombers, planes.
Yeah, but it's not B. I want a B.
Right.
All right? So after the game, I'm sure they are hurting and want to make amends for the loss against Port Adelaide against another South Australian team. And it's like the invasion of the body snatchers with all these South Australian teams coming over. Do we have border control? It's like caravans of Guatemalans coming in.
Let's hope it isn't two losses in a row to those South Australians, because those Adelaide Crows...
Border town, they call it, don't they? Border town?
Snow town, where the murders were.
You can't say that.
Why can't I say the scene of a horrific murder?
That was the acid tubs, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, brutal. I don't know how we got onto that.
Brutal.
Anyway,
okay.
Adelaide are coming over with their throngs of supporters.
Coming off a big thumping win against North.
And a very big win that they were not paid against Collingwood.
That's right.
By our good friends down at Specsavers.
They are in some serious form.
They are.
And so we really need to be on our toes. So
I think Adelaide have had, since we last won the flag, I think they've had 3 cycles of up and down the ladder. And only a couple of years ago, they were Scheisenhausen, right? Well,
they were in the grand final in 2017.
Yeah, and then
Wilderness, and now tumbleweed.
Why can't we do that?
I don't know.
Where are we at in coming back?
I don't know what alchemy they have to produce that, and yet we just have
treading water.
Year after year.
Hey, we've said we're going to be up today.
Yes, all right. Yes, all right. We are up. So let's go. Potential ins for the Dons. Let's go. Ins,
no one.
Outs.
No one.
Right. Okay.
That's my prediction, because Bradley's becoming stubborn. Bradley's trying to prove a point. All right,
Bradley, and we're referring to him as Bradley, which we didn't do a few weeks ago.
He was Sir Brad.
Because he's in trouble now.
He is.
And so we're going to use his full name.
He's going to the naughty spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand in the corner.
So Brad, please have a think about the supporters. We love the idea of developing the young players. Any chance we could start to do that?
Yes.
Any chance we could perhaps have a look at a Patrick Voss and see how he goes in the forward line?
Yeah. Honestly.
Any chance?
Honestly. Rather than playing with 16 players, bring in someone like a Voss.
Might help. Yeah, it always helps when you've got a full complement of players.
Yeah, it just helps.
Out on the field.
Helps. Yeah, so just sort of balance it up a little bit.
Look, I'm not joking. I don't expect there'll be too many changes. There's not a lot to come in other than perhaps Voss, maybe Baldwin.
Give him a go. Come on.
Look, anyone up forward is better than, and I'm not going to say the name.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens. But I really don't expect there will be too many changes. I think it's probably more about how we set up the game and how we position the team, how we structure the centre bounces with the types of, who will be the starting 4 mids.
Yes.
Is he going to continue playing Merritt and Parrish together? We talked about that in the post-game review of the Port Adelaide game.
Yeah.
Or are we going to try the dynamic of Hobbs and Caldwell and Stringer and start to mix things up a bit, because that seems to work. So that, to me, is probably the more topical issue, is not so much the selection this week, but rather how we structure the team on the field against a very, very good Adelaide Crows team.
Yes, because he, again, without going back to the last press conference, is adamant that there is nothing wrong with our structure. And so you've got some younger Crows players that have been doing very well. Yeah. Definitely been part of this Crows renaissance.
Can you name a couple for me?
This year. Soligo?
I'm not good with these names. I mean, I don't know. I know they've got a Philthorpe.
Riley Philthorpe. Yeah.
And Rankin, Isaac Rankin.
He came
he's
from...
a good player.
He came from Gold Coast.
Gold Coast. Do they have any players left up at Gold Coast?
Yeah, they really get drained.
Imagine their best 22 of players that have left.
Yeah, I feel for them.
Amazing.
I feel for them because they've just become this sort of incubator.
Yeah.
And it's just, and everyone's giving them a hard time because, they're just not getting any closer to playing finals.
Well, they certainly didn't over the last weekend. They were appalling.
Yeah.
And Rochelle's a very good player.
He's very good.
The other one I like is that young Ben guy, him.
Ben Keys.
Yeah. Is it Ben
Keys? Yeah. He's got that very sort of slick hairstyle, the Bailey sort of Fritz style.
Terrific player. I mean, they've got some real talent in that.
They have.
I think their crosstown neighbours are probably a little ahead of them at the moment in terms of like the premiership window.
No, but talk about fighting above their weight. They're above us now on the ladder.
Right, they are.
Yeah. So, and probably rightly so. I think you said that perhaps our position on the ladder is flattering to us. Well, let's try and have our position reflect where we are by getting this W.
If we can win 2 of the next 3, which is not out of the question by any means, I do believe we'll come back hard after the Port Adelaide loss. But if we can win the next 2 of the 3, our season's still alive. There's no question about that.
Yes.
So this is a very important game. I mean, they're all important, right? But this one is extremely important. I think we lose this, it starts to get a bit challenging for us to make the finals. And I think we agreed last week that we want to make the finals. We want some of our young kids to have that experience.
Yeah.
So,
if we lose this, the dip becomes a serious slide.
Yeah.
And from which I don't know whether we can recover.
Do you want to have a crack at a tip?
I
mean, it's only 3 days away or whatever.
No, you go first. Yeah.
Look, I'm going to go the Bombers this one. I know I said that against Port Adelaide last week. I was pretty close. I think you went Port last week, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I said it was going to be a close one, and I felt that we were going to fall short.
Do you want to Do you want to put your cojones on the line this week and actually name someone as a winner?
What do you mean? I kind of did, didn't I?
Oh no,
right,
you said you just give us a name, a team.
The Dons by 14 points this week.
Yep, I'm going to go exactly the same. Essendon by 15 points.
Oh, an extra point.
Yeah, it's that just lucky point,
Is that what it is?
The handy point.
Yes.
Although it doesn't apply in this case.
Let's hope that the score reviews go our way this week.
Okay. Well, look, that was short, sharp and sweet. And
it's sharpish for us.
Well, true. But, we really had to cut this one back a little bit, because we had got complaints that we were taking up all of the world's digital storage space after the last episode.
Well, exactly. I mean, there's 60 million YouTube channels. They're not going to watch themselves. People need to move on.
Exactly. So we're both going for the win. We're going to bounce back. We're looking forward to the game back in our traditional graveyard time slot of 3:30 on a Sunday.
It is.
Hope you guys are feeling good about it as well.
Go the Dons.
Go Bombers.
Go the Planes.
Let's do it. The flying gliders. Let's do it. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.